Pokemon Go has been making some improvements. Let's be real with ourselves. There's been a couple of videos that I've made over the years, and we have had some pretty decent improvements made into the game. So we're going to cover those today. But most importantly, what we are going to cover is more improvements that need it, and probably my biggest feedback ever for Pokemon Go. I think it would transform the game, it would transform our interests, and transform everything that we have the ability to participate in Pokemon Go. So I need your guys' feedback. Drop in the comments if there's anything that I missed, anything that you think would be massive. That will be very effective. And please don't say this game sucks. Please use some constructive feedback by saying, I think that this feature could be better and will be improved upon, so that if anybody in Niantic is watching this video, they don't just disregard your comment because it's way too negative. So let's get into it. Welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. So the improvements that Pokemon Go has made, we have to honestly give them credit for some things in here, even if they are still a work in progress. Number one, campfire messaging and the ability to be able to see raids, to be able to see gyms is a massive improvement. One big thing that I would really love to be able to turn off is the pictures. I don't care about the pictures. I want to have either I'll turn on my pictures or I'll turn off my pictures. And just because there's people posting things in and around the area about Pokemon they caught and stuff like that, I want to just have a very clean map for the things that I'm doing. I don't need to see what somebody else is doing when I'm trying to be efficient and there's a picture going over a raid and I can't see the gym behind it, and then if I zoom enough then I can see it. Like, it just gets way too messy. I think it's a cool idea, but I don't think that the implementation is that great for that. Let me know what you guys think about that point. The new item view in the bag, if you guys don't know about that, is all you have to do is go into your items, and then in the top right corner you can swipe between the old view, which is a very long way to get through your items, or you can categorize them by increments of 3 across, which dramatically helps you organize your items, right? So it's so much easier to be able to do, but we do have some item improvements going on here, but we are going to say that this is a massive improvement here. The other thing that I think has been a great improvement, even though I do think that it should be a permanent part of the game, at least with one extra one, is the additional special trade per day. Let's be honest with us, a lot of us catch a lot of Pokemon, a lot of us do a lot of raid battles, and we're only limited to 1 special trade a day. I think that's kind of capping. I think that it just needs to be 2 special trades, and then for those seasons you can go all the way till 3 special trades, because think about it, if you catch shiny Pokemon, we have Meltan boxes, we have all of these Pokemon, legendary, shiny legendaries, everything out there that is considered a special trade. Even with this party play event going on right now, it's a really fun time to be able to do 5 special trades per day, but I'm still not really even making a dent. I would love to be able to trade more swap Comday shinies, more swap of my legendaries, instead of just having to trash them. You know, these Pokemon have special value to them. Either we paid for them or we went out and grinded extra hard for them in events around the world, whatever that is. And if I have 20 Axew shiny, do I really want to just delete them? Or if I was able to make 2 special trades per day, I would have a lot more options, because that takes us all the way to over 700 special trades per year instead of 365 special trades per year. So it would make a massive improvement in our gameplay, our ability to manage our bag, and potentially get luckies. And what we want most, for most of us, is Shundo Pokemon. The gym countdown timer on the top of the gym, including how many players, well, at least I think it shows 6, right? If 6 people are in the game, then it has a plus, and I mean, that's plenty. And then if you do know if it's below that number, obviously it'll be a 1 player, 2 player, 3 player. Massive improvement. The ready up button is fantastic, even though I do see not too many people using that button, but when you do use it and you're in a very efficient raid party, it does do wonders. Great improvement. So we do have to make a big round of applause for all of these improvements that have been coming into the game, even though obviously there's still more that needs to be done, and that is always going to be the case in a game. There's always improvements. So let's continue. The megas being introduced to have Mega XL candy increase when you get them all the way to level 3 is fantastic. The postcard book I think is great as well, really gives a purpose for some of these gyms. I also think that the Vivian patterns from different postcards was a really well organized way to integrate that Pokemon. The amount of hearts needed to get your buddy to best buddies I think is a great integration. The party play I think is a fantastic feature, including the bonuses, which is a massive improvement to help us take down raids when we are short-handed. And the route introduction, especially more so in the ability to be able to get your buddy excited faster. I always love those different integrations, and I do also think that the party play could integrate another way to use your buddy in a party, and if you do use your buddy in a party, it could give you a heart as well, because let's be real, getting your buddy excited and getting your buddies to best buddies is a massive grind in Pokemon Go, and I have not dedicated enough quality time to that, but I am not at where I want to be for my total buddies. I'm not even at the platinum badge of 200 yet, which is a big grind. And finally, let's talk about the Master Ball. Love the integration, especially with the birds and the Daily Adventure Incense. I think the Daily Adventure Incense is pretty cool. I do think that it could use a little bit more rare Pokemon coming from there, just to give it a little little bit more incentive. You only get it for 15 minutes a day, so you might as well spawn some Pokemon that are rarer along that route that you don't see on a daily basis to incentivize. Yes, there's one Pokemon, well, I guess 3 Pokemon that could spawn in that adventure incense, but at the same time, you know, you only get 1 Master Ball, it seems like, per season right now, and there's no way to earn that back. And I think that's one of my biggest improvements that we need, is to earn back the Master Ball. Even if it's an obscenely large amount of a grind, there is going to be the biggest improvement, which is the ability to earn in Pokemon Go. There's not really the ability to earn. It's constantly just a state of chance. You do a raid battle, you have a chance. You click on a Pokemon, you have a chance. Or you can go with the other way, where it's like you do a lucky trade, you get a chance. And it's just like everything is a chance in the game. And there's not really a layer besides PvP where you really get to use your trainer experience and level and everything that you've learned in the game to really start leveling up those things. That's why I really think that we need some type of level up system, at least for 1 IV point for getting a Pokemon to a best buddy. Let's say you get your Pokemon to a best buddy, then it allows you to be able to earn an IV stat or 2 stats on that Pokemon, wherever you want to choose to put it. Or you can earn 3 total: an attack, a defense, or a stamina. It would say battle with your Pokemon 1,000 times, whether it be a gym battle, a raid battle, or whatever that is, because that's then showing that you're actively working to better that buddy as your Pokemon, right? So you're training that Pokemon, and we're Pokemon trainers. As far as an HP, it would be like leave a Pokemon in a gym for 1,000 hours. So you're defending that Pokemon and you're helping it learn how to defend. And as far as the stamina stat, you could put a Pokemon in a gym and you could allow it to be in a gym for 1,000 hours, right? That would be pretty cool. And then finally, the defense stat could be something along the lines of like dodge attacks, whether that be in PvP, any type of battles where you're dodging an attack, right? Or I guess in PvP, you could be using your shield. That would consider a defense, where it's like learning how to defend itself when it is in battle and doing that 1,000 times. And then all that could then transition into 1 added stat point. You get to choose it. It's a cool little feature. You know, you get the big trophy pop up and boom, you have this stat point that you can put towards one of those places. I think that would be fantastic. It gives the ability for us to earn something and feel like we're constantly doing something. And if that was the case, I would be obsessed with doing that. It would be so much fun for me, because now I have a new type of integration and interactment that I can add into my Pokemon Go gameplay. So let me know what you guys think of that, because I think that is the biggest needed feature, is the ability to be able to set things and go after things and to be able to earn things. Even if that's doing something like hitting 1,000 excellent throws, 5,000 excellent throws. I don't really care what it is, but give us another grind beyond just the levels, because once you hit level 50, there's not really that type of task achievement level unless there was this type of ability in the game. And now let's get into the improvements that we need desperately. So number 1 is activating multiple premium items. Goodness gracious, why is this taking so long? If I want to do 6 lucky eggs for Calm Day when it's 3 times catch XP, I should be able to tap it to 6 as I can delete items. Easiest thing that we need to integrate. It needs to be done 10 years ago. Before the game even started, this should have been in the game. But we don't have it, but that's the one thing that I really need and I think would be serving us the best, because I don't want to sit there for Calm Day and sit, okay, star piece. Oh, the event started. Hold on a second. It's like, do I really need to go in here, click on the items, scroll down to my star pieces, boom, and then activate it and I have to do that exact process 6 times. I mean, come on. And another feature that we desperately need is revive all your Pokemon. Why? When I go in here, is there not a button that I can just click revive all, especially when we're in Go Fest and other things like that, where you're doing tons of raid battles, or when the rocket events and all your Pokemon are dead? Like, boom, I should be able to click right up here, top right there, revive all. But now what I have to do is 1, and whenever it's ready to do that, sometimes it lags, okay, so it doesn't want to do it right now, and now my game's frozen. It's like, dude, doing this in a very high stress situation is not the most fun experience. And then I need a heal all button. Why? Why do we not have a heal all button? It's a very simple integration. Boom, click it, all Pokemon healed. The next feature, which I'm not sure they'll ever do, but at least speed up the process of sending gifts. I think we should have a mass gift sending capability to be able to just send these gifts. You can attach a sticker, or if you don't want to do that, you should be able to just do that as well. The next feature needed is the ability to get increased XL candy when transferring a Pokemon when the Mega is active that matches that type, such as we just had Mareep Calm Day. If I were to have my Mega active still, which let's say I'm using the Mega Ampharos at a Mega level 3, and I go ahead and transfer all of those Mareeps, I should be able to get 2 times likelihood of getting XL candy when transferring the same typed Pokemon as the active Mega. Huge way to be able to integrate one of the coolest bonuses that we had with the Shinx Calm Day, which was a 4 times increased likelihood of getting XL candy when transferring Pokemon. This would be an easy integration. Mass trading would be another thing that would be able to help, whether it's in groups of 10 10, you could click, oh, we're both committing to activate mass trading. Both consensual. I want to trade 10 Mareeps, and you want to trade 10 Mareeps. Boom, you select all the Mareeps you want to trade, and then boom, you go ahead and click trade. Boom, the other person clicks trade, and boom, 10 of them are sent back and forth, and that just speeds up trading so much. There's too much in this game where it's like click, wait, click, wait, click, wait, click, wait, click, wait. There's so much clicking and waiting that it just can drive you crazy sometimes. And some days that's one of the reasons why I'm like, I just really don't feel like doing this right now. Like every time I want to play and interact with my buddy, do I really want to watch a really slow Avalug just like walk out? I don't want to watch that every single time. Days and days and days. It gets very monotonous. Then I think we need to be able to have 6 item slots at the top of our item bag where we are able to star items that we use often, such as a star piece, such as a lucky egg. And then if they don't decide to integrate the increased 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 multiple item deployment, you could at least have those items start in the top of your bag so that when you have to go and do this tedious process that they see to enjoy making us do, at least it's sitting in the top of the bag so I can just go right into my items and click star piece, boom, 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 you know, really fast, as opposed to waiting and going down and scrolling. There's just too much unnecessariness of all that. Another feature, you need to know if your friends are raid capped. If you're going to introduce a raid cap for the remote raids, there's nothing more frustrating than inviting people and saying like, oh, 1 friend, and then you invite another, oh, 2 friends, oh, and then you invite another, oh, 3 friends, and you can still be online and still be raid capped. So there needs to be some type of differentiation, whether you guys put the countdown numbers where it's like, okay, there's a 5, okay, there's a 4, there's a 3, there's a 2, there's a 1, so that you know how many remote raids you have available, number 1, and number 2, what your friends have available, so that we're not sending all of these unnecessary raid invites if they're already capped. Even if you just tick the available green button and you cut it in half when they have no more raid caps, so they're online, but they can't accept raid invites. There's got to be some new search terms available, I think, that need to be integrated into the game, and I don't have all of them figured out, but some of them that I think would be effective for the friends list is the amount of days until you are going to be best friends or ultra friends, where it's like UF1 or BF1, where it's like, okay, 1 day away from best friends, or BF2, 2 days away, so that if I need to open a gift, I could just search really quick instead of scrolling down the list, and then I'm like, okay, where's this end of all my, you know, best friends? Oh, then there it is. Okay, let me click in there, let me see it. Like, too much scrolling. And then also searching your friends list by level, I think would be really effective, because if there's somebody's level 50 and I haven't opened their gift and they're not opening my gift and we're 1 interaction away, chances are that maybe they're just not that interested in the XP. So if that is the case and I have no ability to contact them, or they're not responding in Campfire, then I'll just choose, okay, well, this person's level 50, I'm just gonna open the gift and go onwards. And then with that opening of the gift, I think that there should be something where it says, hey, your friend just opened a gift, whether that be an interaction notification in your game so that when you're coming there, or it's kind of like a gift that pops up that's like, do you want a lucky egg before you have this interaction? Because you work so hard with this. Why are we just surprised all the time by all of these things that just happen? It's like, guys, it's hard work to be able to send gifts and open them and stay consistent. You know, not hard work, but consistent work, right? So we're giving our time and energy to that, and I think we should be repaid for that. Number 10 is a more increased challenge to the party play. I think when party play opens up, you could be able to select, like, do you want it easy, do you want a medium, do you want a challenging, different level of party play, and then whichever one you choose, you get increased rewards, because in the expert level, let's say the hard level is called expert, let's say it would be like make 150 excellent throws, and if you do that, then you'll get 15 ultra balls or 20 ultra balls, or maybe you'll get a star piece or something like that. These are the type of challenges where it would accelerate people's ability to do that. It would encourage people to play the game a little bit more competitively and enjoy the game a little bit more, and you would be able to reap the benefit of those types of things. An offline management mode would be fantastic. Let's say I'm on an airplane, I'm gonna go into offline management mode, I can go ahead and clear out all of my stuff, and then the game remembers that, and as soon as I'm reconnected, then it completes everything that I've selected in that offline management mode. So you're able to not necessarily play Pokemon Go, but manage Pokemon Go if you have the downtime, such as traveling in the airplane, which would be very helpful for me, and I'm sure a lot of people out there, or even if you're in a place where it does get very good cell phone reception, you can still participate in that. I think that Adventure Sync bonuses should change until 10 a.m. so that activates when events activate, because right now it's 9 a.m. and events activate at 10 a.m. So why not allow it to be at 10 a.m. and then when an event starts on a Monday, let's say, and your Adventure Sync bonus comes from the week, 10 a.m. hits, you could star piece, and then you could go and play the event at the same time, or boom, the new raid boss comes out. Well, that's a little bit of an exception, but let's just say it's similar to that with the events. It would definitely be a benefit to us. us. And then the next thing that I think would be very, very cool is, one of the complaints that I've had is that you don't get to trade IVs to IVs and keep the IVs when trading, right? 100% IV, I trade it, it's going to reroll. But I think it would be very cool if you best buddied a Pokemon, and let's say somebody else best buddied a Pokemon, and then you traded those best buddy Pokemon. Not only would they keep their best buddy status, but it would lock the IVs, so it would be an even swap. And I think that this solves a lot of issues out there where it's like, okay, we don't want that to happen because somebody can go and spoof and grab that Pokemon somewhere easily and then trade it to themselves. Well, while yes, they can do that, now they're gonna have to work to get that Pokemon best buddy each and every day, which is a lot of effort. So while yes, they can easily get all of those, if they want to transfer them to another account, they're gonna have to put a lot more effort into that, which is gonna be a massive deterrent for people, but it would benefit all of us, and I would for surely be into doing that. I do think that there needs to be the ability to convert rare candy into XL rare candy in a 5 or a 10-to-1 situation, so you're able to transfer that over, because we work for and pay for all of this candy. You might as well be able to use that for something more effective, since regular candy is a little bit irrelevant right now if you're really trying to get stuff to all the way to the max level. Another cool thing I think would be a shiny lure where you get one a month, one a quarter, one a season, and those shiny lures, I think one a month would be the best situation. You could use with multiple people, so you could almost create your own comm day, right? You have an event going on where it's like, oh, this event right now is going on, the party up event, and I really like the spawns and there's some shinies in here, and by me using my lure module, everything spawning from those lure modules would have a comm day shiny rate. Also, egg hatching has been something that has been long talked about. Deleting eggs would be amazing. Even if you could only delete a couple eggs per day, that would be really, really cool. And number two, the ability that when eggs pop up to hatch, you should have the ability to activate a star piece if you want, so that, yes, I know that, you know, it takes some coordination, but sometimes we get busy with all the things going on in the game. There's a lot going on. So when it pops up, it should be like, do you want to use a star piece or a lucky egg to be able to capitalize on what's going on with these? And then also, the amount of berries that you feed to a gym, I think should be increased. And I think that you should be able to feed multiple berries per Pokemon, as in activating multiple premium items. You click that plus button. I'm a big fan of the plus button, man. And then finally, there needs to be a trade countdown for how many trades done per day. There needs to be a little bit more transparency in some of the ways things work in the game. You have 100 trades you could do per day. I've done 90 of those trades. Cool. You have 10 left. Awesome. There is no reason that we shouldn't have that type of information to be able to make our gameplay a little bit more efficient. We don't miss our special trades, and we know exactly how many we've done, so we can capitalize on this. So those are going to be my top improvements in Pokemon Go. Let me know what you guys think is going to be the best way to be able to increase and make your gameplay a little bit more efficient, fun, friendly, and competitive, but at the same time accomplishing in Pokemon Go, because we're all trainers. We're treated as trainers. We're talked to as trainers. We pick our teams, but we don't really get to reach for that next level besides leveling up to level 50, and that is desperately needed to change in this game to make it more friendly to everybody in their daily routines. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all of my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody take your support, subscription, and participation to next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.